Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber and today we are going to be learning an absolute classic, Let It Be by the Beatles. It is one of those timeless songs that once you learn it, you are going to want to play it over and over again. So go grab your guitar and let's dive into the lesson today. So you're going to want to make sure your guitar is in standard tuning, and we're not going to need a capo for this lesson. So let's start off by looking at the intro and the verse of the song. So we have two lines of chords. The first line of chords will be up on the screen. We have a C major chord. Next we have G major. Then we have A minor. And lastly we need an F major chord. Now here you can use a F major bar chord. If you're just starting out, you might want to use my easy F, also called an F major 7. But for this part of the song, I'm going to be using an F over C major. So just use whichever F is more comfortable for you. Now, in terms of the strumming pattern, we're going to be using a pretty simple pattern for the majority of the song, and it's going to sound something like this. Down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. And we're going to play one round of the pattern on each of the chords. So the first line of chords is going to sound something like this. Starting on the C major. Down, 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 up, G. A minor to the F. Moving on into the second line of chords, we are going to have a C major and a G major, and they are both going to get the same strumming pattern that we've just learned. Down, 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 up, switch to the G. Next up we have an F chord, and you will notice a tiny little star, and all this means is that this F is going to be played a little bit differently because we're going to be adding in a walk down, and it's going to sound something like this. One more time. And this is just replicating the piano part that we can hear in the original track. So let's take a closer look at what we are doing in this walk down. So when you see the F with the little star, we're going to have a few different shapes that we're going to be playing. The first shape is an F major 7 chord, and all we're going to be doing is plucking the D and G strings together. Next up, we're going to be taking our middle finger and placing it into the second fret on the D, and we'll strum the D and the G again together, followed by the open strings, D and G, and finally we're going to be moving on to the C major chord, and we'll be strumming the A and D strings together. So really small movements with your pick. So take some time now to practice transitioning between those different shapes, nice and slowly, so that you have it memorized. For every time you see the F with the little star, you're going to put in this little walk down. So let's go ahead and put the first line and second line of chords together. It's going to sound something like this. A 1, 2, ready, and C to the G chord, A minor to the normal F chord, the C chord to the G chord, and the walk down. We'll repeat it again. C chord to the G chord, and A minor to a normal F chord, the C chord to the G chord, and the walk down. Now, if you are enjoying my lesson and you want to learn more songs just like this every single week, please could I ask you to subscribe to my channel and to like this video. Your support really helps me in being able to create free content just like this for you every single week. So thank you very much. Next up, we are going to look at the chorus. And again, we have two lines of chords. So the first line of chords, we're going to be starting on an A minor, then we move to a G major, we have F major, and a C major. And the strumming pattern is going to be exactly the same, down, 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 up on each of those chords. So line 1 will sound something like this. And when we get to the second line of chords, it's going to be the same as the second line of chords from the verse. So we have a C major to our G, and then we have that F with a little star, which means our walk down. So altogether, the chorus is going to sound something like this. Starting on A minor, let it A minor, let it G, let it F, then let it C. Stay on the C chord to the G chord and the walk down. Now, if you are loving this lesson and you are wanting to take your guitar playing skills to the next level, then definitely check out my guitar courses. I have a beginner's program which is going to help you nail the foundations of chords and rhythm, and an intermediate program which is going to help you level up your rhythm, your power chords, your bar chords, and navigating the fretboard. So click the link below this video to go check it out, and I really cannot wait to welcome you into one of my programs. So in the next section, we are going to learn the instrumental break that comes just before the solo, and it's going to sound something like this. So as you can tell, the first half of that riff is exactly the same as what we've learned previously in the lesson. So up to that C major chord, it's exactly the same. So if we pick it up from there, what's going to happen next is we're going to take our first finger into the first fret on the A string, and we're going to play the A string and the D string together. So up to that point. We're then going to be playing the A string and the D string open. The next part, we have a G major chord we can strum, focusing on the lower sounding strings. We're then going to go to an F major chord. Now here I'm playing a bar chord. So up to that point, we have the F first, our walk down, to the G chord, to an F, and then one last chord we need is a C major. And that's where we're going to be ending off that instrumental break section. So nice and slowly from the beginning. So watch carefully. G, F, C. So there are a few chords scattered in between all those different notes. Starting on the F major 7, to the C chord, G chord, the F chord, and the C chord. And so that instrumental section is played through twice before going into the guitar solo section of the song. Now, I am not going to be teaching the solo in this lesson because it is an acoustic rhythm guitar tutorial that I'm teaching today. So those are the three main parts of the song. Let's get ready for a play along coming up next, where I will be doing a shortened playthrough of the parts that we learned today. A 1, 2, 3, 4. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. But though they may be parted, there is still a chance they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on how to play Let It Be by the Beatles. I really hope that you had as much fun learning it as I did teaching it today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. All we're doing here is mimicking.